What is it called?
What?
What is it called?
Fights, camera action.
Fights, camera, action. That's crazy, yeah.
How dangerous is this? Giving it to road rage
Look at that.
will not make you feel any better. Does this guy feel any better?
I've never seen this before.
And how do you reckon this guy feels now he's been watched all over the world? So in conclusion, don't do road rage. But if you see something happening, that's right, dash cam. All right, well that's it for this edition of Fights, Camera, Action. Drive safely. Bye for now.
Hey, hey, Stevie, tell him, man. That's Stevie. Hey, man, I've been knowing this guy for 100 years, man. I'll be trying to get him in order, man. You know what he told me? He said he smelled me. My boy told me he smelled me. Man, I took a shower, man. I said, my boy hit me off. Hey, that's my partner, though. He hit me off with that one. I said, Lord, that man. Hey, I took my shirt off. I said, no, I don't smell myself. Well, if I smell myself, hey, I'll stop at a sink before I smell myself. I stop at a sink around here. You know what I mean? I can't play with it. Yeah, that's crazy. What is that? Is that water? I told Steve, I said, man. Yeah, Stevie, ain't he? Stevie, something else. That's my partner, though. He said, man. He said, maybe it's your bag. I said, nah. I said, nah, I ain't letting you put that one over me. I ain't put it. I said, nah, I ain't going for that one, bro. Stevie, I said, no, I ain't going for that one, man. I said, man, you know, I got to keep it right with you. I said, no, yeah, I ain't going to be doing you like that now. I ain't going to do you like that, Stevie. Stevie said, hey, he pulled out the Lysol. He said, but it do smell good, but he said, man, you know, it's just like, you know how when people got dogs in the house? And he hit me off with this one. I said, you know how people, when they have dogs in the house, they can't smell themselves? I said, what? Your boy. I said, come on, Stevie. I love you, my brother. I said, you know, I wouldn't even do you like that. I wouldn't do you like that. I was dying of laughing. I said, Lord have mercy. My boy, they hit him off. They got the crystals over here. Got him looking all right. You just got him? Oh, you been there? They look good, though. You know? Am I gay? Nah, I ain't gay. Nah, a little chat thing on the live. It said, are you gay? Nah, I ain't gay. Nah. I don't even play like that. Hey, he was talking to his girl, right? He said, man, yeah, we got to get him a nice, good woman, man. But he don't swing out. I start dying out. And he said, don't swing out. I said, no, I don't swing out. Oh, yeah, he said he want a woman with a real hole. He says, AI. Your boy said, whose crib did you break into? They don't stop, do they? He said, whose house did I break into? Wow.
Now we're at a gate right
I ain't never broken nobody's house,
outraged Christians have
to
come
be
along to
honest.
protest. And to make sure the word of God is heard, they brought a microphone.
Shoot, I can't even get in my own house. I paid for it. How about that? Cold game, huh? A lot of them.
Don't think he did. Maybe he's jealous because he's only got a little blue lounge.
I can't even do that.
The marchers decide the best response is some preaching of their own.
Yeah.
And some
Yeah,
provocative
if you know about San Diego, I would tell you. Yeah, Stevie showed me some hospitality.
This riotous mob of BMX and skateboard fanatics in Montpellier, France, have just left the festival. And they're in a jubilant mood.
He even made me use his soap. I said, man, he said, man, you want to wash your clothes, man? I said, you know what? I'm gonna wash my clothes. I said, I'm gonna take my clothes off. I said, I got some fresh clothes in my bag, but you know what? What I'm gonna do is just put it all in there. I mean, I had some brand new socks in there. I said, no, I'm gonna just throw them in there too. You know? I said, I already have my soap. He put his own. So I said, man, I don't need your soap. Oh, man, come on, man. But I don't be using them. Those, I don't know why they don't seal those up. Because I used to buy those at the dollar store. They good. They cool. But when I started getting them, they wasn't cool. So I stopped using them. You know what I mean? I just use them little pods. That's it. I don't use nothing else. I ain't used nothing else in years but those little square pods. I just buy them and keep them. I'm going to give you some.
The blonde woman is trying to prevent the shirtless man from returning to the fray.
Yeah.
But he does so all the same.
One day I'll be able to go to my own house. One day, somebody gonna let me in my house. My own house.
One man was kicked in the head and suffered a serious jaw injury.
I don't know what's going on. That's a trail. I've never seen this before.
And there were brawls, such as the one that kicked off a few years ago in Woolwich, South East London, when a fight that began in the market soon expanded into a neighbourhood melee.
They want me to ask to get in my own house. No, I want to be in my own house. He didn't put my own house in his name.
Some shocking footage of the Woolwich street brawl. We'll meet her and find out what it was like to be amongst all that chaos. So stay with us.
But I guess that's a cold way to do it.
Mob violence can be terrifying for those getting caught up in it. While police can use
Nah, Stevie don't smoke. Stevie don't mess around.
monster can be a chaotic and unstoppable force.
That's crazy. I never knew. I knew he was in the military. He was in the Army and the Navy. I never knew that.
Human equivalent
That's crazy.
natural disaster.
How many years did you do in both? I can't win, boy.
We saw a bit of what happened in Woolwich, South East London.
What is that?
In 2015, when a fight in the market developed into a neighbourhood melee. A visiting Kiwi happened to be in Woolwich that night, and she filmed this shocking incident. We contacted her and asked her to tell us about the night.
Yeah.
My name's Nikki. I am from New Zealand. I was specifically in London that night for the Rugby World Cup. I was there with my friends, and we happened to have a room on a corner, so we had panoramic views of the Woolwich marketplace.
Oh, dude, it's actually wrecking me though.
So we're watching from the window. There's a couple of individual fights going down.
Is there another fight going on? There's one over there. What's going on? There's more people there.
But my brother, hey, at least he laid out the carpet.
It was crazy. Like this brawl just got bigger and
Huh?
bigger. And like sirens in the background.
Fool keep talking about whose crib did you break it?
The police actually took a long time to get there.
Man, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck?
These guys were wasted.
Like, it ain't even that serious. I mean, it is, but it ain't. You know?
Like you ain't entitled to
Right.
some great minds.
That's what it is. That's deep, huh? I've been noticing that people been doing that though. Basically, they haters. He said people act like I ain't entitled to nice things no more. They haters. That's what he said. I said, I think people do act like that now. That's kind of weird. About a gallon, huh? Haterade by the gallon. That's for damn. Yeah. I don't know why it's a trip. My eyes start been coming out the mud.
Nikki and her friends wanted to find out how the brawl had started, so ventured out onto the streets.
Yeah.
We wanted to find out why this happened, and we didn't feel a danger at all, because they would not have posed a threat to anyone except each other.
Yeah, I ate that Chipotle's.
So we got people going down and wanted to see if there was any other background story behind it.
I just finished eating and my boy was like, man, you ain't hungry? I said, man, you just see me eat the rest of my food. He told me, oh, yeah. I said, shoot, I can't eat no more, man.
But an even larger crowd of spectators.
This some good candy here, man. It's like
Yeah, that's sun. I can't even see it. What is it? Menthol. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Where you get them from?
just right. It don't matter.
No, they good.
I was telling my girl, I be telling her all the time, we were Roger, right? I was telling her, I said, yeah, you nigga, where you going? You tell you where you been.
Right.
Well, I was asking, money, right?
Yeah.
Our backstage,
Almost.
meal called
I said,
the
where you at, man? He said, oh, yeah, so-and-so's going.
contract. Cheesecake
I said, okay, you tell me the area where he was, right? Then I said, okay, well, meet me at McDonald's on Third. Oh. I said, where you at? Oh, I'm about to leave the house, man. I'm like, this. You know, he tell me all this shit, but he just, like his whole brother used to always tell me, he said, don't give him the niggas. When you ask the nigga where you going, he gonna tell you where you been. In other words, you ask him one question,
He gonna tell you a whole nother.
He ain't even answer.
Yeah.
Unrelated shit. Going, oh man, I just came from so-and-so, man, I just came from the store, man.
Right.
You ask where you going, but he talking about where you been.
Man. Ain't that something?
That's like somebody who ask him a question. They don't answer your question, but they start talking about something else.
He said, I'll be dying from heartburn later tonight.
Who said that?
This Vern. He always on the live. Vern, where you from? Oh, he said he had a hot had spicy ramen and that stuff had to be against the law.
Well, they didn't make him eat it. Shit.
You eat noodles?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not too
My
much.
boy don't eat no meat.
It's only certain ones that I eat. I don't eat all kinds.
Right. Which ones you like? All I like is cup of noodles or spaghetti.
They got so much damn sodium in it, man.
Yeah. I don't be eating them though, but them are the only ones I really like.
Everything clogs you up, man, and it's like, you need to be able
Really
to
grateful. It was a cold night.
eliminate.
Do you need a push down? That one was warm.
Oh, okay.
So I go with the history of building fire. It was very much
You in that Georgia.
right time for me. It was British culture, right?
Yeah, look like Little Bit.
Once again, it's time for that little corner of the show where thieves are either rewarded or punished right here, right now.
Hey, they be hitting me off with the gay questions. I be like, I don't even know what even where that would even. They just be saying stuff. I be cracking up. I be like, how did you even come up with that? I do feel a little gay though. He won't let me wash my own clothes. You know what I mean? I'm 50 years old.
No, the reason why I did it was because you're not familiar with my machine.
I
That's
know.
why I did it.
I know. See, he know I don't know how to operate wash machines. I had
My machine.
his machine. You know, he got one of them special ones. It lock and everything. It locked. That thing locked up on me. I couldn't even get into it. Yeah, I'm talking about, man, that thing locked up. Like he hit the button on an alarm on your car and just choo-choo. I said, what the heck? Yeah.
Okay, you're closing and driving.
All right. But I do, because I ain't never had no man wash my clothes ever in my life. I did put them in there myself. He blessed me, though. He started, no, I put them in there, though. I put them in there. He gave me some. He done gave me extra soap. I said, man, I didn't need no soap, man. I was straight. I had my own.
You told me after I'd already used my last one, I didn't get some in it.
Yeah, he kept saying it was. I didn't know. I was like, okay.
That's game with a nice freshness, it just stuff smell fresh.
Yeah. That's
Until some of the other passengers try to intervene.
Woo! Look at this shit. Yeah.
He's still at it when the train pulls into the next station. And surprise, surprise, everybody gets off.
Woo!
He must can get out because he talking. He's mad. What, he just saying it to everybody? It's not even a specific person he talking to. Oh, come on. And a baby right there? Come on, man.
Mob violence usually flares up when a gathering of people turns aggressive.
Hey, check this out.
Start small, just a few people sparring, and then a passerby decides, for whatever reason, to join in.
Yeah. That's Wow, I didn't even know it was muted. Can you hear me now? That's crazy. I didn't know it was muted the whole time.
I must warn you that the following sequence contains some shocking and
For
violent
you to
behaviour.
go back.
Since 2005, fox hunting
Yeah,
has
for
been
real.
illegal in the UK.
I
Even so,
know.
huntsmen regularly go out with their hounds and hunt a bait, often carried
Believe
by a
me.
human, with the understanding
I
that no
mean,
foxes will be involved. Here, the cameraman thinks he's talking a fox and is calling the hounds off. These huntsmen are desperate not to be caught on camera.
yep.
The people who try and disrupt
Trying
are
to.
only known as hunt saboteurs.
I appreciate
They
you.
regularly come into conflict with the huntsmen.
Is it working now?
These hunt
Or it's not?
saboteurs
Can
are
you
on
hear me?
private property, where they believe a fox hunt is taking place. The people who work for the landowner are trying to eject the saboteurs from the area.
Who do you think beat someone up there?
Yeah.
Your boss is not reasonable, I guess. If the heartbreak at their hunting league, you have a right to be here.
Why don't you go back to your own country?
Oh, racist. Trespass on land.
He said, why don't you go back to your own country?
Touch the car. Get his details. The hunt's there. The hunt is in the way. Turn around, have a look behind you.
Get out on it!
You know that behind you?
Fuck off!
You just smashed my phone. You just smashed it.
Fuck off back to country where you belong, you fucking whore!
I've just caught it, mate. Now you've calmed down, but I've just filmed it. I've just filmed it. Nothing has to cause today, Jamie. Just
Yeah. Oh, you know, nah, I probably can't see it.
We can't leave any quicker. According to police, there was no evidence of fox hunting or any other illegal activity taking place on this property. Okay, we're leaving. All right. We're leaving. We'll be calling the police about that.
Diamond District Foundation.
These next clips really give you a sense of the utter pandemonium that a violent mob can bring to a local area.
Diamond District Foundation.
Taking an open-top bus tour of the city sights. On your left, you can see the river Liffey. On your right, a bunch of idiots throwing chairs. There are a variety of techniques on show. This man even manages to catch one, while this bloke is just showing off with his hammer throw stuff.
What was that?
They all
Diamond
look
District.
extremely tough and fearless until the police car arrives. This street fight in Huddersfield looks a bit one-sided. 20 against
That's
1.
crazy.
He's not backing down though. No, hang on. He's got a mate. And another one.
That is a trip,
The mob of 20
but I
are
can see the
taking
delay.
out, and they're not going to be
I was looking at my video on another phone to see what it do.
Maybe they are.
Yeah, that's me. I got my other phone. I was trying to see what it did.
Now the police have arrived and gotcha. At least one of them doesn't get away.
It actually even show you.
In this slightly disturbing clip, 2 neighbouring families in Paraguay have a mass brawl whilst the news crew films them.
You can hear me now? Oh, okay.
Did that bloke really just punch the old woman with a thermos flask full in the face? Yeah, looks like he did. But she retaliated
I got
by picking
4
up the
phones.
flask, whacking him on the back of it.
That ain't the problem.
I can't help but think that surely there could have been a peaceful way for these families to
I've had at least 4 phones my whole life. Damn near, probably at least since I was 18. Regardless if I'm making some money or not, I be needing the phones. I really don't.
Outside this sports shoe store in New York, shoppers are keenly awaiting the release of a basketball shoe. The huge crowd of shoppers are apparently patiently waiting in line when several people arrive and jump the queue.
Yeah, you could buy one for my car part to my car.
An orderly crowd of people turns into a brawl. According to a witness, the New York Police Department decided to shut down the store's release of a new sneaker. And everyone loses. As we've seen time and again in this series, public fighting is a nasty business. But when aggressive people gather into groups, it can be many times worse, like a whirlwind of punches and shoves and kicks. Imagine being caught up in this. Or seeing something like this down your local high street. So, if you should see an ugly mob gathering anywhere near you, no, don't start to film them, just run. Run the other way, fast. And if you don't understand why I'm saying this, go back to the beginning and watch this episode again. Alright, well that's it for this edition of Fights Camera Action. You keep watching them, we'll keep making them. Until next time.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the Aussie Aussie Aussie. With 2-course salad, your choice of select entrees, and a cheesecake for dessert. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
That was your guys' car. It'd take a lot of work to get that thing back on the road.
Let's hear that engine roar.
Two types of people.
Wow.
Those who hit the brakes, and those who hit the gas.
Welcome to Fights Camera Action, where we show you wild, dramatic and crazy confrontations in the roar from the people who were right there. In this episode, we'll be looking at aggro on the go. Hostile, sometimes violent encounters that kick off whilst people are trying to get from one place to another. Expect some shocking and brutal action, plus plenty of seriously foul language with clips from the UK and around the world. Plus, we'll meet some of the people who are in the heart of it all.
Man, I gotta get on the floor, man. My back hurts so bad.
And what the consequences were.
Shit, I ain't got no choice.
Coming up.
I've been needing to be in a firm.
Surely anybody who flies these days knows that you simply do not misbehave at an airport or on an aeroplane. You just don't do it. Flight attendants, airport security, and air marshals are notoriously unamused by tomfoolery.
For real.
Some people just can't help themselves.
Nah, I ain't got no
The
place.
cabin staff.
I probably got 1,000 places. I ain't got one I can put the key in.
Then some other passengers, but he dismisses them with wild hand gestures.
So I don't know what you call it.
Acting like this can get you hauled off the flight. And it's happening more than ever. With more and more passengers losing it in the sky, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this outrageous behaviour.
Back.
It starts. The rage.
Why you say that?
All flying is stressful, but it's stressful for everybody on both sides of the counter. At a European airport, a man takes on several security officers in a scuffle that breaks out when many flights are delayed due to bad weather.
Amen. I don't know though. It had to be a reason why I was doing that instead. So I put it like that.
The crowd is staying well out of the way,
But
whilst doing their best to watch
God
what's
is
happening.
good. I mean, but you know, one thing I will say, ain't nobody ever stayed with me had to worry about nothing, or even ever been around me. Ain't never. They could sleep, they can do what they want to, whatever. I mean, not what they want, but
Once you're in the air, there are
I ain't doing nothing but just trying to make sure somebody's okay. That's it. San Diego.
this fight
San Diego. Jay. Oh, y'all gotta see the Asians fighting.
This mid-air brawl is happening literally in front of children. Unfortunately for one of the passengers, this all became too much. According to witnesses, he wasn't seriously injured. And it's not just the reclining seats that are getting us worked up, it's the armrests too. Minutes later, textbook, and he doesn't seem best pleased. Come on, guys, surely armrests are for sharing.
No, I could.
Hang on, is that Donald Trump?
This is democracy at work.
No, but the man in the red cap is doing his best to make America great again.
Uh-oh.
Incidents like this are no longer brushed off by aeroplane staff.
I'm
The
doing
man was
some bad
allegedly caught
filming
on the
right
wrong
now.
way, and the flight delayed for 4 hours.
Oh, man, my back. Killing me, bro.
Oh. Okay.
In San Diego.
Wait, the premise that gets blown up when you take it off the plane.
Where am I going to get my next flight? So we're going to talk about that outside. Happy flight home.
Racism most in America. This is not Trump's America.
And after being told to calm down, they were allowed on another flight. This passenger got drunk and abusive on a flight from Malta to Manchester. The captain tried to calm him down, so the man challenged the pilot to a fight. Which brings us here. He's naked, his companion is furious, and in just a few moments, he's going to urinate against the terminal.
Amen.
Oh, and he's also going to get tasered.
Look normal.
Yeah, and you thought I was making it up. Now, you're back from holiday. Time to retrieve the car. And if you're too cheap to pay for airport parking, you might have parked up on a local road. Here's what happened to a car left on a residential road near Luton Airport.
Oh,
Clearly see the windscreen has been smashed. The tyre there has been
wow. Hey, Tony Cook.
with no respect. We're around to the back of this vehicle. 2 types of pay at airport parking. No respect for residents. There's only one.
Hey, but now I can video and talk on the phone and maybe, video while I talk on the phone and get some good conversations. And we do some podcasts, just chopping it up. But I don't really talk to nobody on the phone though, really.
So you've heard of road rage. Well, how about train rage? Crowded carriages and a lack of seats can cause heated situations. So let's say a woman is
Let's
carrying
see.
a baby
I can't even
without
read
a
it.
ticket,
But
so
it's
there
saying,
aren't any seats available, and nobody's offering
this
to
how
pick
my
up.
ex
Should she be
cars
allowed to
end
sit
up
first
looking.
class, where the other passengers
That's
have
how
to
my
pay
ex
much more than
cars
their
end up.
ticket?
No, like, where are you staying at whose house? At Ron's house. It's a house where his bottles, his farts are the best. You a fool for that one. You are a fool for that one.
Well, you can see how this played out when it actually happened on a British train, and
Oh,
we'll meet the man
man.
who filmed it. We asked whether a woman with a
Barely
baby
see
should
this.
be allowed to
It's
sit in
house.
first class without a first-class ticket. Well, this
That's
actually
classic
happened on a
right
British
there.
train,
That's
and
a
it was
classic.
filmed by another passenger. So to get a truly first-class perspective on what happened next, we tracked down the man who filmed the incident.
Have you paid a first class?
Let's see.
I was going from Farringdon to South Norwood and I was quite tired. There were passengers to the left of me making a fuss and I was worried something might get said that shouldn't be said, so I got my camera.
This train terminated.
The lady had her bag in the way of where the woman was going to sit and the woman with the baby, she politely said, "Do you mind moving your bag so I can sit next to you?" And that's how the whole argument started.
The people have actually paid to sit in this car. Have you paid a first class? I paid a ticket to Lisa for your receipt. Yes, and I paid a class. But I don't want to.
Hey, that had to be crazy, my boy, to try to almost stab me up. and go and sleep in my bed. I gave him my bed. I gave him my furniture. I gave him all my appliances. I couldn't even believe he did that. But I know he be. I don't know what happened that day, but that was some strange. Man, I walked up there. I was like, "What's up, man? What you up, man?" I don't know if he thought I was somebody. I don't know. I really can't understand it. It just doesn't make. It's not. It don't make sense. It really don't. Very weird.
Minutes later, the older woman explained the reason she didn't want them sitting there was that she wasn't well.
At that point, I think she was a bit embarrassed by the way she'd been behaving. So I think she was just saying, I'm just only thinking about your baby. You know, it's for your benefit, not for mine.
The irony is that according to passengers, the seating was declassified anyway.
There's no rules. So they actually said a lot of stations.
And there's a strike.
Like flyers because of some problems.
It has been the commission. I'm sorry for being your first class air.
Another passenger offered their seat and the mother decided to move.
That baby is alert, huh?
And with that, he got a round of applause.
Coming up on me. This.
Oh, good face.
Spectrum helps my business go from surviving to thriving. Even though our
I guess it's called Fights. Wow, I forgot. Oh, Fights.
we all collaborate on
Golly, I forgot the name of it.
sale is all virtual.
Ugh,
Spectrum service
I forgot the name of it.
fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep your business connected.
My why, since I was a kid, was to be the best. When it comes to belief, Tyrese has an iron will.
It definitely is the vein of this group.
I just feel like I'm scratching the surface as to what I'm capable of.
NBA playoffs on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Financial system updated.
I'll hit y'all up in a minute. I don't know, because it ain't really getting no. I ain't been getting no views, really. I don't even know how I got 4,000 subscribers or 3,000. I don't even know how to work it.
Fitted with CCTV. And that CCTV is supplemented by the great British public filming away with their phones. Bless them. They now capture some shocking moments. This passenger was asked to show his bus pass a second time.
Dang.
In Manchester, a bus driver rejects a passenger. But the man just won't go away. And you remember the emergency message played by the driver in that last clip? Well, here it is again.
That's right. I don't feel like it
If this
sometimes.
starts happening to you every time you try and board a bus, you might want to rethink the way your life is going. public transport just keep their heads down, refusing to get involved. But not always. On a London bus, an older man tells off a young hooded man for smoking. He claims a young man has threatened to shoot him with a gun. The brave citizen even tries to block the young man from leaving the bus until the police arrive.
I appreciate that.
The smoking youth then moves up to the top deck.
I can't believe I seen my boy today, but you know it's crazy? That, man, it's crazy. To lose the friendship we never had a problem ever, that's pretty amazing.
Man flashing a priority seat badge wants the woman in the green dress to give up her seat. She refuses, and so other passengers condemn this ungentlemanly action, but the man, no, apparently he's okay with it. Hate speech is a criminal act, plain and simple. But way too many people seem to think it's okay to get on a bus or a train and spout out any old nonsense.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Ugh.
This happened on a bus in Brent.
Did you look? Giving plasma. Nah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't. I need to figure something out though.
Traveling with an infant.
That's for sure.
The lady she is racially abusing is heavily pregnant. Just listen to what she says now. Yeah, you heard right. A mother with an infant has just threatened to kick a pregnant woman in the stomach. The driver finally decides to intervene. The woman was sentenced at Hendon Magistrates Court to 16 weeks suspended for 18 months.
Wow.
For racially aggravated intentional harassment.
They ain't playing. 16 weeks. And I don't even think she even cussed.
This time, however, with a clever turn of phrase.
Anybody ever seen this before?
I'm silk and you're cotton, so don't talk to me. That's an interesting way to say it.
Yeah, I do. I need my auntie, and I need one for y'all, for me. But I need my real auntie too, because this is some strange, goofy stuff going on. Because she'll beat up everybody. Yeah, but she tried to kill me too. They all crazy. Everybody crazy, man. You gotta watch everybody. They're crazy. Yeah, I sure need me something. Something real fast. Auntie Ashley. Auntie Ashley ain't ready. She ain't ready. She thinks she grown, but she ain't ready.
Shut up and told me you were in a hurry when you showed no action.
Uh-oh.
Get out of my car now. Get out.
This driver really does want her to get out of the car. The problem is,
This goddamn property. Get out. Now.
Wow.
Now. Get out of my car. I'm facing a fucking moron. Get out.
Dang.
Can you get her out of my car, please?
Where is the emergency room? On the other side?
Get out of
They setting up lawsuits. That's what they doing.
With plaque psoriasis and even the thought of an itch.
Get out of my car.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis. Guard, run! Otezla can help you get clear skin and reduce itching and flaking.
Yeah, I want to see what he gonna do. I want if they gonna show it.
If you're allergic to it, get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts. With less itchy redness, cleaning is a great night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla and scan to hear how it works for a break.
Yeah, let's see what he do. Let's see if they show. Cause this is crazy.
We're at Malibu Apothecary. We design signature scents that are destination inspired. Spectrum is really the backbone of any of the business we do here. From our customers who come in, we check them in online. Having fast internet service that can fit my budget is really great. I traded a 9 to 5 for 5 to 9. It's a lot of work, but I love it.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep your business connected.
Oh, fights, camera action.
a cruise is meant to be a time for letting go of all that hostility and just relaxing. It's the last place you want to see a fight. But on this cruise, a heated argument gets physical when a war of words escalates. The man in the black shirt tries to calm the guy on the right in the white t-shirt.
I wonder what happens. Do they got a jail on those cruise ships? Probably so.
But the guy on the left wants to take matters further.
He took off on him. He tired of him.
Only when other passengers join in do things calm down. But the man in the white has really lost out.
The Collection, huh? That's the name of the boat.
Received a punch and had his chain broken.
Oh, the Collection something.
Every so often, someone says something outrageous on a train that gets captured on camera and then goes viral. And if you stay with us, we'll take you inside one of the weirdest train arguments we've come across.
Cold game, ain't it?
A disagreement erupts on the London Underground. And it's about to get worse.
Yeah. I wish I had a little stand or something.
Then she says something that pushes everyone's buttons.
Yeah? You have a problem because you guys used to be a slave.
Slaves? Now, that was a strange thing to say. It certainly got a reaction. A lot of people all over the world have clicked on this clip but few know the story behind it. So we went and talked to the woman who filmed this argument, Helena Nawuchi.
I was coming back from uni, as I was getting on the train, like a gentleman literally looked at me and said, I don't recommend you get on this carriage. So I was like thinking, God, what's going on there? Is it the smell? Is it something else? I kind of just leaned against the little cushion there, stood there, and I saw an argument between a man and a woman. From what I understand, the argument started because she felt that he was barging into her. Everyone knows on the tube, like, you're going to touch people. By the time we got to Canning Town, when I got home, I could see he had a seat, so he's obviously moved away from her. She was really annoyed about the fact that he was barging into her, and he was just trying to say, like, what's your problem? Like, he even
I've never been on a cruise. I don't like it. It looked like it'd be nice. But I ain't with it. I want to, but I'd be wanting to.
At the time, I didn't realise what she was going to end up saying. We moved into West Ham, the doors open, and then that's when she said,
yeah,
because you guys were slaves.
You had a problem because you guys used to be a slave, yeah?
I was actually quite shocked. I was thinking, yeah, got my video open, you know, but it was pretty bad. From then onwards, other people started getting involved and saying she's ignorant, you know, why would you say something like that? I just felt she just wasn't very smart to say that on a central line in East London.
For sure. I take the kayak and the fishing rod. I do that
There was a gentleman next to her that was kind of trying
before I get on a cruise ship any day.
She just didn't want to give up. And then she took her one, let's say, weapon and said it. And she thought that was going to just kill it off. She thought she'd win at that point. Why is she still talking? Why is she still? That was me. Why is she still talking? They were arguing over knocking each other on a busy train. But she just took it to another level.
Helena posted the video and it soon became part of an ongoing discourse about racial identity.
Initially it was 33,000 and then it just kept jumping and jumping, and the last time I looked it was 1.4 million views. Now, the comments were what made me stop kind of looking at my video, because people were being racist towards her as well on there, and it just became a battle. You could just see people replying and back and forth, and I've got about 8,000 comments on there, and it's just terrible stuff on there. Some people are alright, but the rest is just horrid.
So after this brush with internet fame and its dreadful downside, is Helena on the hunt for her next viral?
Now I'm just going to put my headphones in, and if someone says I'm going to get on, I probably won't get on. But that's about it.
Now for some shocking train station thuggery. Watch the bald man in black closely. He punches a seated man in the face, knocking his head hard against the window. The bald man then runs away. The woman sitting next to the victim heroically gives chase. The incident happened at Upton Park Tube Station in East London, and her courageous action, plus this video, led to the man being arrested. The man pleaded guilty to the charge of assault. That last clip showed a cruel attack that was over in a moment. This one, involving two older men at Leytonstone Tube Station, is an altogether slower, heavyweight bout. jacket is appealing to a London Underground worker. The police have been called, but that's not going to stop the shirtless man, who's starting to get shirted.
Oh, Lord.
They have a wrestle, and there's some hair going on.
What I gotta do when I get some views? What you think?
Well,
How do I got 3,000 people and no views? But I notice when I get offline, I might get views.
Other bystanders start offering advice too. The man in the jacket has his opponent in an arm lock and subdues him. Maybe he's just fallen asleep.